perfect lives.
Okay.
That's the best way to describe it. It is for people who have so much aggression, so much even self-doubt within themselves that they're able to hear these people. Like, I want you to picture one thing, Chris. Picture you're in this room right now, and with all these people around you, and you have so much aggression built up inside you that none of us know about. We're not aware of it. Mm-hmm. And you just want to scream at the top of your lungs, but you can't. You're not in the appropriate place. You put your headphones in. You have somebody screaming for you. You have somebody that you can relate to saying, this is exactly how I feel. And it helps you feel like you're not alone. Mm-hmm. That's what this metal scene is all about. It's to instill hope and reassurance that you're not the only one with self-doubt. Self-infliction is a huge thing in the scene. Like self-harm.
Sure.
That is huge in the scene. So many bands tackle it and lyrically, write lyrically about it and support it. There was the band A Day to Remember, actually. They put on a festival last year called Self-Help. And they brought in, I think there was 30,000 attendees. And it's simply just to show that you're not the only person who has scars on his or her wrists, and you're not the only one who looks in the mirror every day thinking that you're not enough. That's what this entire metal scene is all about.
And everyone in that scene really is so welcoming, because when we went to Warped Tour, every single person that we went up to and I asked to show them magic, every single person said yes, and not just like, yeah, okay, I'll watch, but they were so excited. And not only just the fans, but every single one of the bands. Mm-hmm. When we got backstage, we got to show like the Devil Wears Prada, which is huge, Linkin Park, which was crazy that we got to show them magic, but they just took it in with open arms. When was the day that you decided to become a performer? Because, I mean, I know in the past 7 years, Austin has had so many jobs, and not even just jobs, but like career opportunity paths that he's like, no, yeah, today I'm going to be a financial advisor. It's like, what? You were literally working somewhere else yesterday. What was the day that you said, okay, no, screw all this. I want to become a performer and live or die trying?
The day I witnessed my best friend start making it. The day I witnessed you starting to literally develop his path to the succession that you've already started achieving. That's when I realized I can't keep doing the path that I'm at. I have to ditch everything and do what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, and everyone has always seen that you have such these ways with words. Even your grandma. Tell me the story about your grandma. The first time that you really wrote something.
I was either freshman or sophomore year. I wrote a poem for my grandpa. Now, mind you, my grandpa died when I was 6. To this day, I still can't describe why, but I didn't know him for that long. But for some reason, he as a person left such an impact on my life. I don't know why. I've never been able to explain why. And so freshman or sophomore year, when my writing started becoming more frequent, I started really, really getting into writing. I decided to write a poem about him. And I gave it to my grandma, leave on her birthday, and she read it in front of everybody, and she broke down to her knees and cried. And she simply looked at me and said, this is what you need to do with your life, is write. And to this day, she still has a frame right when you walk into her house. It's right there on the wall. My whole reason for writing is to inspire. I don't care if it inspires you to become a better person or if it inspires you to go home and eat a cookie. I don't care. As long as it inspires you to do something with your life in a positive way. That's all my writings are about. Mm-hmm. And I've had several people come up to me before and message me on Facebook before saying that, my writings have helped them. And that alone has changed my life and has also helped provoke me to really go down this road. To where I decided I wasn't going to sign up for classes for school anymore. And I wasn't going to do these jobs, these 9-to-5ers anymore. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't. I need to be heard because I've kept so much stuff within me for so long.
Yeah, and everything that you say really does have an impact on people.
Thank you.
This last poem that we're going to be hearing from you is The Fear of Things Changing. So,
to those of you listening, he doesn't know this, but I had written a poem about Chris. You've impacted my life in such a positive way, and I've got to witness so many things that you've gone through. and the person that you've come out at the other end to be is nothing short of miraculous and inspiring. So this is the fear of things changing. There once stood a boy with the world in the palm of his hand, not knowing that he'd be quickly forced to evolve into a man. A split-second catastrophe led to a life-sinking cavity, where emptiness and hollowness stormed throughout his anatomy. Taking up the path that was paved by his father, living out each day that seemed to grow longer. Yet he continued to walk as he continued to ponder, just to prove to the world that his stride would grow stronger. Each winding turn and each lesson learned, he grew and grew into something earned. He persisted and persisted with each rise and fall, feeling moments of weakness where he wanted to end it all. But with pride in his heart and drive in his hand, he left the life of a boy and began life as a man. His attempts continued to rise, but his attempts continued to fail. He knows he must change the tide so prosperity can set sail. And so he changes his broken ways, farewelling his failing days, making every single stride of his a reach beyond the waves. And as his progress shatters the surface with a brand new breath of purpose, he knows the depths he was sinking in are completely lost and worthless. This was all to find providence and security for his brother, to make his father proud and instill comfort in his mother. So because he continued to wade and he caused his tides to turn, what was once a boy not knowing, now stands a man that's learned.
God dang it, Austin. Making me cry on this radio thing. I've been through a lot in my life, and Austin has always been there ever since I met him to really help me out, and vice versa, me helping him out. Austin, your words have such an impact on people. Can't believe you wrote this. I said it right here. Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Where can we find you on the web and keep updated with everything?
My Instagram is AUSTTIN.Nolan.
Why are there two T's?
Because Austin.Nolan was I tried so many ways to write it, but it didn't work. So yeah, it's Austin with two T's .Nolan. And then you can find my band on Facebook. I believe it's just facebook.com/Alorion or Alorion Band. And then other than that, that's really my only ways of social media, unfortunately, as of right now. I'm planning on getting a Twitter, possibly, if my band starts
He'll get a
really
Twitter.
progressing.
Don't worry, guys.
I'll get a Twitter.
I'll get him a Twitter.
He'll get me a Twitter.
So if you guys ever want to see Austin or hear Austin, he's going to Florida next month, filming or recording his EP for Alorion. So definitely keep updated with that. Check him out on Instagram. I'll get him a Twitter, and we'll tweet everything about it. Also, I want you guys to check out our interview on our YouTube channel for bBooth TV, as well as on our blog at bBooth.com. If you're an artist on the rise and you'd like to be featured here on B Radio, hit us up on all of our social medias at bBooth TV to let us know who you'd like to see next. And keep listening every Thursday here on B Radio.
B Radio.